What's going on, everybody? Sean Pierce Johnson here with this edition of Stompbox Saturday, and on the Stomping Block today we have the awesome new Monument Tremolo from Walrus Audio. You know, it's been a really long time since we've demoed a good tremolo, and man, this thing absolutely takes the cake. I am falling in love with tremolo all over again. The best part about Monument is that it is insanely versatile, and you can get just about any kind of tremolo sound or not so tremolo sound that you can imagine. It's very simply laid out and has a lot of great features, and we're going to go over those today in this video. So let's check it out. You have 5 knobs, a 2-way toggle, and 2 foot switches. Your knobs are volume, shape, division, depth, and rate. Now, the volume allows you to adjust your output volume so that you can gain match it with your amplifier. Typically, when you put on a tremolo, you tend to lose a little bit in volume, so you can make up with that. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different waveforms of tremolo to choose from your standard sine wave all the way up to the custom random Monument Mode, which sounds pretty awesome. The hallmark feature is the harmonic mode of the tremolo, which you heard at the top of the video. Now you can, of course, get your standard tremolo sounds, which are a little bit more choppy and a little bit more apparent, or you can flick that switch to the harmonic mode, get a nice softening of the edges, and kind of feels a little bit more like a univibe. So let's take a look at the different waveforms in standard and harmonic mode. Let's start by listening to the first waveform in standard and harmonic mode, and that is sine wave. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn the depth knob up all the way for these so that you can really hear the differences. I'm also just going to put the volume knob up just a little bit, around 1 o'clock on the dial. That'll help give us a little bit more output. First the clean tone, and then we will kick on the Monument. Now to square wave. Just turn the shape knob and there you go. Talk about choppy. Now we go to ramp. Very interesting rise and fall to that one. Now we go to lumps mode, which I kind of like. It's only just the top half of the sine wave, so it's a little bit more phasey, a little bit more vibey. You don't get that dip in the volume. And now for Monument, or random tremolo. Well, that's an interesting one. Now let's go all the way back to the beginning, and let's check out the harmonic mode. Now to my ears, it just softens the edges to make it a little bit more musical, a little bit more friendly, and a little bit gooier. So just by flicking that one switch, you change up the character of the pedal to suit different styles of playing, suit different types of music, and maybe just find the tremolo sound that maybe if you're not a tremolo fan that you might like. So let's go ahead and find some of those sounds that I tend to like to use with Monument. With this setting, I'm using the lumps mode, which I like for its sort of univibey, phasey deal that it's got going on. It's a different kind of tremolo that really just kind of boosts and then goes back to unity, which I really like. You don't get that drastic rise and fall. But I like to use it in standard with a good amount of depth, and I really like this one with the triplet setting on the subdivision. So I've tapped in my tempo, and I'm going to go ahead and play. And that tremolo is going to move in the quarter note triplet fashion that I just haven't heard a tremolo do, and I really like it. Now when it comes to the harmonic mode, I just really love the standard sine wave tremolo. It just has this way of making that standard sound something really special, something that I really like for blues and to just jam over for hours. It just inspires me to play. So I've dialed in exactly the sound that I love on the harmonic mode, with a little bit of a volume boost so that we drive the front end a little harder into a crunchy amplifier. Before we wrap up this video, I have to show you guys the Monument waveform on Monument. It takes little bits and pieces of all those different tremolo waveforms, combines them into one, and just turns it into something completely unique and is just a ton of fun to play over. And there you have it, everybody. That is the Monument Harmonic Tremolo from Walrus Audio. You know, I really haven't played many great tremolo pedals. I can probably count all the great ones on the market on one hand, and the Monument is one of those fingers. It has made me fall in love with tremolo. I'm still finding sounds that I want to use, still finding sounds that I enjoy playing. It's a ton of fun to experiment and a ton of fun to explore, and I can't wait to see where it ends up on my music very soon. But hey, that's just my opinion. I want to know what you guys thought. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you thought of the Monument. And be sure you click the subscribe button when you see it so you don't miss the next episode of Stompbox Saturday. And until then, my friends, I'm Sean Pierce Johnson, and I wish you all a great tone and happy stomping. Cheers.